Hello, I'm Eric Jeanette. I know I'm not worried about how the house looks. I'm not, whatever. Originally, I wanted to do something like this at some point. Like I watch great shows like Greg's World, and of course, I used to watch Ryan's Toy Review. Whatever. My son Graylin, 4 years old now. He loved all that kind of stuff, and used to enjoy watching it with him. And I thought maybe one day I'm videotape. I mean, I might have little clips and videos of stuff we've done or him doing. I might upload to YouTube. But right now it's going to be more like a video for me, maybe a little bit of therapy. I don't know. No one might watch it. I don't know if I'm not worried about how the place looks. I'm not worried about comments. I'm just worried about me getting through this. Because my wife recently, I haven't seen my son since Sunday the 24th, about a week, a little more than whatever. I've tried to go through the proper channels and I got stuff in place, but I'll explain it more as I go along. Whatever. But I miss my little boy. He was my friend, my little buddy, all that kind of stuff, whatever. And I'm sorry if there's anything going on in the background. I was just seeing if this works good or if it'll upload. So ignore anything. And I'm sorry if the lighting and all that stuff like that. But basically, it's just me. Maybe if anyone else has gone through this, I'm not worried about looking at comments, and I don't want to deal with rude stuff, and I don't want to fight with people. It's just, explain more about myself, whatever. Or maybe one day my son will look at this and be like, "Hey, Daddy, that time we're separated, or you did. I knew you loved me and I missed you and stuff like that, but now go back years later and realize, you were loved. You're always loved." And maybe it'll be easier for me to get through some of these as we go along. But who cares? I mean, who cares? In this life, if you're emotional or however you look, sometimes who cares? But sometimes you feel alone. Sometimes you just got to kind of get things off your head. I don't know. Some clips might be longer if I can't sleep at night. Sometimes I might put some things down and just ideas. Or if anybody has any ideas, maybe, or like legit ideas. I'm trying to lift myself back up. I thought, no matter what problems I had as a family, we'd be doing them together, or what problems they had, or whatever. I thought, would I get to counseling, or maybe by the time Graylin be in school by now, or at this age, whatever, we get back to doing stuff. Whether it be date nights or spring cleaning or just stuff that's just everything was easier said than done. I thought time I applied throughout the years. I've kind of tried to find stuff, and there's a lot of other stuff there. I'm not trying to make excuses. What if I did stuff wrong? Probably did a lot of things wrong, but I miss my son, and I know it's affecting me, obviously, and no one should be. And I don't know what he's thinking. And that's what scares me too. Whatever, he's 4 years old. I mean, the last time I talked to him, he was like, I was on the phone, and I was like, I was spending the night with his grandmother. I saw him that day, and I figured, really, in a way, what happened, at least in my head, was I took him over to his grandmother's, or his mom dropped us off, or she stayed there for a while, dropped us off. I thought she'd come home and do some laptop stuff, or maybe get some rest or whatever. Come home, and the kitty cat, poor kitty cat's confused in this whole thing too, whatever, and she don't think she knows what's going on, smelling his stuff, whatever. But regardless, she I went over there, played, and we spent that Saturday night with him, whatever. She went back home and had supper. We played, whatever, and went to bed. It was a pain to get him to bed. Whatever. Once he did, he slept only till 3 in the morning, and then then a funny situation was I didn't realize that when he snuck in there. And I apologize too if any phone calls happening or whatever on the screen. I see that someone's trying to call me now, but whatever. A funny situation was funny now. It was annoying at the time, but I didn't realize he had turned the knob and he locked his grandmother out of her bedroom. So when we went to bed, I went to bed with him, and we fell asleep in the room because I got a second room. She's come down at 5 in the morning, whatever. I was trying to be quiet, whatever. And then she's laying on the couch. I didn't know, and he didn't know, and then I didn't realize it locked it. So I finally took me a little while. I was able to get her door back open. But I wish she had said something, or whatever. She didn't, or she had checked a little earlier. But what can you do, whatever. But then we played for the rest of that day. We went around,
he was not the greatest boy that day, but we went around, we went outside, we went playing, whatever. He lost the ball. He kind of threw it over. He threw it up in the air and went over the fence because um, the tennis courts were closed off because my mom has like a townhouse and this one of those apartment complexes. Nothing great, but a nice place. But just they have their rules. They charge you for this, and then things are closed due to the virus and stuff like that. But long story short, come back and there's lunchtime. He's starting to get a little tired. He wanted to stay, and he's getting so tired. And I figured, and then his mom showed up. I was so exhausted from the night. So, but I figured, she took him home. I mean, who would have thought anything, whatever. And I figured the next day, which we did do. Um, we're gonna order from the store pickup because we had something for Belks and we had for JCPenney some rewards and wanted to use them up and order something. And I was talking to her by text that night. What sizes do you want me to order, this and that? We're just to go over things. What does he need the most, whatever. So whatever. So when we went in the next day, we ordered some stuff, slippers and some stuff. I figured nothing of it. And then that night that he went back with her, she called me, and he's saying like everything to me, like the Wiggles house and um, the Bell Buckle Shine and Big Red Car. And he's singing loud, and then he's like, give me a whole concert, so to speak, and awesome. And then he's like, miss you, I miss you, Daddy, and and so much. And we talked, and I said I'll be home tomorrow, and we'll in the afternoon, probably early afternoon, we'll play whatever you want, and such and such. And I figured I'd come home, and then I could do some yard work, and maybe I felt so recharged up to that point. But the next day when I went to sleep, I was going to go home, recharge, and get some stuff done, maybe fix some stuff that I need to be fixing, whether it be in relationships or whatever. I don't know. I just felt like I didn't see it coming. I didn't see this coming. This is what going to kill me. So then I get a text, also say like, don't worry about it. We'll pick you up or whatever. I should have known better or whatever, because I was going to come home with my mom, give me a ride, and come home early after we did the ordering, and I didn't know. But she sent me that text. I didn't think anything of it. So then my neighbor texts me the next day. This is a Memorial Day, about, let's say around 11, 12. He's like, hey, I'm sorry to hear you guys are moving out, and good neighbors, we're gonna miss you already or whatever. And I was thinking, I thought maybe he saw me the other day when I load the red bag and I load a book bag on my own, and you bring your kids somewhere, whether it be vacation or just to the grandparents or in this case it's just his grandma, at least on my side, and we go in and I thought he was talking about it. I was like, oh, we're not moving. But then I get a text. This is the last time I heard from her as well. The text goes basically like this. You're going to have to find a ride. It's not working out. And I'll pick up my stuff at a later date. Not like, we have to order something out, or your son, or we'll figure out a time, or I'll call you later, this is him, or whatever. And then I started texting her. And I try not to be nasty, but I was like, where's Grant? We can't do this to him, etc., etc. And, I went through, I probably too many texts, whatever. Then I tried calling. I didn't leave any voicemails. I just kept calling, but I saw whatever. Then later on, her number got canceled, or she also took the internet and brought back to Spectrum, which is fine. But I just wish I had known some of this stuff. I mean, I can handle being without the internet. I don't mean that, but I just wish I knew what I was coming home to. It was just, besides that text that I knew kind of might have moved down. They took like tons of his stuff. I mean, like, it's one thing if you took like, a bunch of outfits and left a bunch of outfits in the drawers, or took a bunch of his toys, and like a lot of it I did help provide for. And it's just like, he should be. This is his home too. This is home, period. But if it wound up being more than one location, you have to deal with that. But he should have stuff. He did have. They left some stuff, little stuff, but not like like his. Things that I over the years went out of my way to get for him, or took time to get for him, or just like a shopping cart and stuff like that, and just like I got snacks for Easter for him because he has allergies to milk and soy. So I had to order stuff, from Amazon, like peanut butter cups. I try to do special things like that for him because I don't want him feeling like, oh, these other kids, even Halloween, sometimes I might have to switch something out. I know this Halloween was kind of like bad with weather and all stuff like that, but I try to, but this year he was able to have peanut butter cups. He was able to have red fish, stuff with, not without milk and soy. There's other things. Oh, I got chocolate no-nos, or people know what they are. They're almost like M&Ms. And then, stuff like that. I found, and I got for him, and just stuff like that disappeared. And just, I took a bunch, just like, I don't know. It's just not, it's just, if he were to come back and visit, I just want some stuff to have it for him, whatever. I feel like, if I go to a store or something like that, if I bump into him, I don't know. I should have, of course I know his his other grandparents, her parents, and obviously they're not going to let me know anything, whatever, or whatever, what's going, whatever, and I don't know, or someone would just let me know. I don't want to go through all this. I don't have a war. I don't want to have whatever. Counseling them out. I love my wife too. I don't know. It's one of those things I don't want to have. You lose two people kind of in one day, and then, like I said, and then the poor cat's in the fuse. I'll probably end it here. I know it's a short video, but maybe it's too long. I don't know, whatever. But maybe someone will watch it one day, or maybe someone will. I don't know. Just, Braylon, I love you. Without a doubt. Never doubt that. Even if I was ever mad, if I was ever whatever, you ever drove me nuts? It's too quiet without you here. It's too. I miss all the stuff we've done and do and talk about. Love you, buddy.